The most notable player that seems like he's on his way out is the Mumbai Neymar, the New Delhi Messi, the Bangladeshian Ronaldo, man like IT worker Rodrygo. It seems like he's out of here. I'm going to be real. The writing is on the wall. My man has went from a key member of the starting 11 underneath Carlo Ancelotti to being a backup / fringe player underneath Xabi Alonso. Because of the system that we're now running, it seems like Xabi Alonso prefers this 3-5-2. We're not even really playing with wingers anymore. And Arda Güler is needed in this team. Needed more than Rodrygo. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Arda Güler in that midfield is a madness. This guy looks phenomenal. So Rodrygo's been holding bench for a majority of the Club World Cup. He's only started one game. I think he started the first match against Al Hilal. And since then, he's either come off the bench or he's just not played at all. Now, what's crazy is that Rodrygo is getting the Make-A-Wish kid minutes. Literally, my leftovers see more minutes in the microwave than Rodrygo has seen on the pitch. And it sucks because, all jokes aside, Rodrygo's a player that I rate very highly. Rodrygo is my favorite player at the club. I don't want him to leave. But I know that for his career, him leaving makes more sense than him staying. Unless he's going to be okay with just being a rotational player. And I think, real quick, because there's a bunch of teams that are getting linked to him. And we're going to run through all of them. We're going to talk about how he fits and how he'll do there. And what are the expectations. But I did want to say, before we even get into that, I think, hypothetically, if Rodrygo stays, let's just say he says, know what? I'm staying at Madrid. I'm going to fight for my place. I believe he will get minutes. He will start some games because injuries will happen. Players will need rest. We'll have to rotate. We're in a lot of competitions. So Rodrygo will still play a role. It's just not going to be as big as what it was underneath Carlo Ancelotti. And I don't care what Xabi Alonso says. I don't care how much he comes out and tries to gaslight us because he said Rodrygo's important. We're going to be depending on him. We're going to be relying on Rodrygo. He's going to be a big part of the team. Brother, you're not treating him like that. What Xabi Alonso's actions are showing us is that Rodrygo is just not that important. So now, clubs are starting to circle. But I want you guys to get in the comment section and let me know, what team do you think Rodrygo should sign for? Because it's 4 that have gotten linked to him recently from some pretty credible sources. So let's talk about it. Now, we all know Arsenal, right? They are the team that have been linked to Rodrygo the most. It's been reported that they're doing the legwork. They've already reached out to his camp, etc., etc. Now, Rodrygo's camp is reportedly talking to everyone because it says Rodrygo's agents are in talks with 3 clubs: Arsenal, Man City, and PSG. Now, they're also in talks with Liverpool as well, according to Graham Bailey. The reports about Arsenal, City, and PSG is from ESPN Brazil. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about each team, and I want you guys to tell me which fit you think is the best for him. Now, let's start off with Arsenal, because I feel like I've talked about Arsenal and Rodrygo for time. Yes, they need him. Yes, it would be an amazing fit. Arsenal's left wing is trash. They got Martinelli, or they also can use Trossard. Trossard is more of a squad player. Martinelli should be a squad player. And when you look at the left wing market, you understand why Rodrygo is going to be such a hot commodity. Rodrygo, this is a guy that has world-class potential, has won multiple UCLs. He's won everything that there is to at Real Madrid, while also playing a big role. This guy has scored multiple big goals. This is Man City's owner that we're talking about. He is the best left winger available on the market. If Arsenal were able to pull off a signing like this, that shows a lot of intent. That shows that Arsenal are not fucking around. They are trying to win the league. That would be a statement signing. And we know that they're about to sign Gyökeres. And they got Saka on that on that right wing. Can you imagine a front three? Left wing Rodrygo. In the 9, Gyökeres. On the right, Saka. That'd be a very good attack. The issue is, Arsenal are also trying to sign Madueke. Are they going to also drop 50 million on him and then go in for Rodrygo? Is that separate? I have no idea. We'll see. But I think, yeah, Rodrygo at Arsenal makes sense. He also has Brazilian players there as well. They got Gabriel Martinelli. They got Gabriel Jesus. They got Gabriel Mag. Like, fucking hell. Yo, Arsenal love a Brazilian named Gabriel, now that I'm thinking about it. The 3 Gabriels are there. You add Rodrygo. He'll have some of his countrymen there that can help him settle into the Premier League and at the club. It makes sense. Just based off of what they need. Arsenal, Rodrygo, I can see that. I really can. The second team, Man City. I can also see this deal happening, but I don't think they need Rodrygo. I feel like City have a lot of issues right now. They need to strengthen their defense. Like, signing Rodrygo would be a good signing. I think he would cook underneath Pep Guardiola, but Rodrygo cannot play center back. This guy will not help with your shit defending. And he's going to cost way too much money, right? I think City have a good attack. Even though I don't rate Jeremy Doku on that left wing, and I think Rodrygo will start over him immediately, Doku is still a dangerous player with his pace. On the right, you got Savio. In the 9, you got Haaland, right? You also just signed Cherky. You signed Tijani Reinders. You also brought in, who else? Ryan Aït-Nouri. In the January window, you signed Omar Marmoush. You signed fucking Nico Gonzalez. Brother, Man City have been moving mad, okay? They're spending bread like it's going out of style. But they need to fix their defense. I don't think a left winger should be their main priority, to be honest. I can see Rodrygo going there because you're going to be playing underneath Pep Guardiola, right? You're going to be winning trophies. You're going to be going deep in the UCL. You're going to be one of the favorites. It does make sense, but I just don't think City actually need Rodrygo like that. Not as badly as like Arsenal does. Now, as far as PSG are concerned, this one threw me off. What the hell do PSG need Rodrygo for? This is the greed that they talk about in the Bible. Do they not have enough wingers? When I think about PSG and their attack, the only thing that they need to me is a proper number 9. Why the hell would Rodrygo go to PSG? I think Rodrygo starts for about 98% of the teams in the world. PSG are not one of them. PSG do not need Rodrygo. They have one of the most fluid front threes in the world. Kvaratskhelia, Doué, Dembele. Does Rodrygo get in over Kvaratskhelia? They just won the UCL. Why would they need Rodrygo? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, this link, when I saw that PSG were in for Rodrygo, that shit threw me off. Because I'm like, well, where are they going to play him? Will Rodrygo leave Real Madrid's bench to sit on PSG's bench? Out of all the teams that he's being linked to, I think PSG makes the least sense. Now, the next club, Liverpool, they've actually been linked to Rodrygo for a while now. Rodrygo's also come out and said that he almost signed for them back when he was playing for Santos. But then the big boys came in and he ended up coming to Spain. Now, I know that Liverpool are going through a difficult time at the moment. Like, their attack, let's just be honest, right? Like, their attack has been severely impacted by what's happened to Diogo Jota. That might have ruined some plans that they had, right? Because he was their best striker. But now it looks like Darwin Núñez might stay. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing in that 9 department. But what we've seen over the last few days is that Luis Díaz, Bayern want him, Barcelona want him, and it looks like he wants to leave Liverpool. So they might need a left winger. Now, Cody Gakpo is decent, but Cody Gakpo, in my opinion, is not better than Rodrygo. Now, Liverpool are having an amazing summer window, right? I mean, and not to talk about the Jota incident, because that has really ruined what they've been doing, because it just put such like a dark mood on the summer. But in terms of your transfer business, right? Liverpool have been phenomenal. Like, Liverpool are moving like a team that I've not recognizing. I've never seen Liverpool go out there and be so aggressive. They've signed Florian Wirtz after hijacking his Man City deal and the Bayern move. They get Jeremy Frimpong. They signed Milos Kerkez. If they go get Rodrygo, this is a generational window that we are seeing from them. And I think it does make sense. I could see him at Liverpool. I just don't think that their board is going to spend that kind of bread. I'm going to be honest. I don't see them going in for Rodrygo. I think he'd cost a little bit too much. And I think after this Club World Cup is over, I believe that it's going to be made very clear that Rodrygo is available for sale. And I just don't see Liverpool entering a transfer battle, because that's what it'll end up being. Now, one team that I'm surprised that's not gotten linked is Bayern. I don't get it. Like, why are Bayern not in for Rodrygo? Their left wing is trash, bro. Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman. Are you serious? Look at their front four, right? Now, I know that Musiala got an injury. He's going to be out for months. But when healthy, right, they could have Rodrygo on the left. They could have Musiala in the 10, Olise on the right, and then Harry Kane up front. That's arguably the best attack in the world. I think we will end up seeing Rodrygo being linked to Bayern. They're desperate. They have the money. They were going to sign Florian Wirtz. They got rejected. They tried to sign Jamie Gittins. He rejected them. Like, Bayern are getting rejected like left and right. I think they should wait and come in for Rodrygo. But yeah, it's like I said. Let me know what you guys are saying. Which team do you think makes the most sense for him? Me personally, if I had to pick, I would say Arsenal. See, that just makes the most sense. Arsenal don't need to worry about anything else except for their attack. Defense, sorted. Midfield, okay, maybe they could use another midfielder, but their midfield is pretty much sorted. But left wing and 9 is what they desperately need. And I think Rodrygo would help them, like, get over that line 100%. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are saying. Big up to the chat, man. Rodrygo getting sold is so wrong. Yeah, I mean, Sensei, the thing is, I think he wants to leave. I think the club would keep him. If Rodrygo was happy to just come off the bench, I honestly believe that Madrid would just keep him. And they would let him be a super sub. Because, again, he will get minutes.